Hello there, good afternoon everybody. How are you today? Sorry I'm a couple of minutes late getting organised. Hi Lisa, hello Joe, Helene, hello, welcome along, hello Anne. Don't have anybody on, oh yes we do on Facebook. Hello Janet, hello Mrs. B's Bags, hello to you. So I don't think we're, I'm not seeing everybody on Facebook properly at the moment, but I'm sure you're there. Hello, Senoj, is that? Hello. Oh, hi, Anne. Hi, June. Hi, Jilly. Hello everybody. I'm afraid I don't have. I think we were going to do cutting mats and rulers and rotary cutters today, but I'm afraid I haven't had time to get anything ready. Been a bit of an epic week this week. Oh, Sophie's just finished washing the floor. Oh, better things I'd rather be doing than washing the floor. Hi Sue, Lois, hello Diane, hello Shirley. Bonnie, not too good at the moment to be honest. The cold that I was developing on Saturday when I was coughing and sneezing and muting myself has turned into COVID. When does your taste and your smell come back? Those of you, that's the first time I've had it. For those of you who have had it before, I can't even think properly. When does your taste and your smell come back? Because it's really weird, really odd. I had something spicy last night, and I could tell it was spicy, but I couldn't taste it. Really, really weird. When does that come back? Thank you. I know, Amanda. There's worse things in the world than me with this. I'm sure there's a couple of years ago people were really bad from it. Hello Jane, and oh hello June, welcome along to the Half Yard Club. That's all right. The thing is, I wanted to be here today because there are so many of you that set your alarms and we're all ready to go at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday and 11 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, and you tend to, oh really, oh gosh, oh Peggy, that's awful. But so many of you chat to each other, and I know you'd miss it if you weren't here. So I was quite tempted to put a screensaver up there and just say, get on with it. You chat amongst yourselves for today. Oh, Emma's making Miss Messenger. No, that's one of my favourite bags out of Half Yard Bags and Purses. I know, Robbie, weird. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, thank you. Anyway, that's in. I'm not complaining about anybody. The mouse. Gary's been in here set dressing, so there's normally a mouse knocking around somewhere. I don't know what he's doing with it. See if you can spot the mouse, let me know. Hi Olive. Jane didn't lose her smell when she had it. Denise set her Alexa. I don't have an Alexa, I don't understand how they work, but I think I think they're very clever. Hello Deborah in Maine and Olive in Pennsylvania. Hello to you. Oh, well spotted. Who is that? Alice. Who else? Sorry, Julia. Denise. Yeah, I didn't notice that. You're very eagle-eyed, you lot, aren't you? Hi, Colette. Yeah, Mary spotted her. Yeah, Laura. But I don't know where from. I'm still blaming Create and Craft. I never go anywhere apart from there. I don't do the shopping. I don't go out. I just sit at home and sew all day, every day. That's my life. Apart from going to Create and Craft, so I'm just blaming that. Got to blame somebody. Got it from somewhere, haven't you? Thankfully, Tyler is on holiday at the moment. He's in Malta, so he's missed all of this. And oh, who's in Miami Beach? Oh, how lovely, Tibani Harney. Yeah, not too bad, David. Thank you. Oh yes, you said Lisa. Oh, I hope she's going to be all right now. Yeah, so I can't remember what I was talking about now. It's kind of like that, isn't it? Yeah, so a smell and taste, weird. Oh, hello, Marilyn, and blaming Create and Craft entirely. Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. Tyler's on holiday in Malta, so he's avoided all of this. He thought I'd got a cold. Well, we all thought I got a cold when he left, and I went to give him a hug when he went, and he just said, he was doing the limbo to keep away from me. And I haven't seen Kim all week because obviously she doesn't want to catch anything and pass it on to Vienna and the rest of the family. So it's a lonely life being ill, isn't it? Hope it does return, Patricia. This is really odd. It's really odd. Leslie thought I had a bad cold, but if it's COVID, feeling really rotten. Yeah, I thought it was a bad cold till I started feeling sick, and I thought that's not part of a cold, is it? You don't normally feel sick with a cold. Anyway, enough of that. worse things happen in the world than what's happening to me. So let's have a cheery chat. But anyway, that's why I'm not demoing anything, because I didn't feel like it. Didn't feel like doing it, so I didn't do it. There you go. But I have got some new. Chris, I've had 2. Gary had his booster last week, and I think he did test positive the other day, and he's all right now. Just like, oh yeah, COVID gone. Nice. But yeah. Anyway, I do have some new fabrics on the website to show you, so we'll have a look through those in just a second. We've got some more of the Laura Anderson ones, which I know Lisa absolutely adores, so I'll show you those. And we've got some bits and bobs coming in. We're thinking Christmas presents for people who sew. So, you know the little pumpkin pin cushions? I haven't got any here with the scissors in the top. We have got those back in stock again, but the amount that we have just about covers everybody on the waiting list for them, so I don't think they're going to last too long, but we'll try and get hold of some more of that kind of thing. Let me show you this, actually, because this is a lovely little gift. Big gift, actually, for somebody who sews. So, yeah, we got pins and ribbons as well. I'll show them in just a second. It's a little box, but inside here is a tray that you can keep your threads in. Now, it doesn't take the biggest threads, to be honest. These are the Gutermann ones. These are the recycled fabric, fabrics, the recycled polyester ones, and they fit really nicely. But it does hold 4 bobbins in each one of these very snugly. And what I've just discovered as well, if you are giving a gift, you can pop a pair of the Friskers Marble limited edition scissors in the bottom, pop that back in, so you could fill that up with thread. That does fit, I've just done it, and then close that over, and then you've got a really lovely Christmas present for somebody who sews. Who would not want one of those? If you have a look on the website on debbieShawSewing.com under the new arrivals, you'll see it on there. But again, don't go thinking that you're going to fit, really big reels of thread. That's not going to happen. But these little Gutermann ones, that size, do go really well in there. So they fit quite nicely with a little bit of extra room. And it's fabric covered, so it's really nice quality. Just clips over. But I think for yourself, for storage for yourself, and even just for your bobbin, I have so many bobbins. I don't know about you. The who does them? The thread holders that have the spools sticking out of them. I've got a wall full of them with threads on, and then I'm gradually building up the smaller versions with bobbins on, just to keep everything organised. If you sew a lot, you'll have a lot of bobbins to store, and these are quite nice because they're nice and snug inside there, and it stops them coming undone as well. So yeah, I think it's a really lovely box. You can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18 threads. If it's the threads that you choose to put in there, will fit quite nicely in there as well. Hi Mary, she says, my little great-grandson Mason is going to be a year old tomorrow. He was born 2 months early and just under £3. Oh, when I heard the news, I tried to tell my friends and relations and couldn't get anyone. Oh, hang on. Can you hear the bells ringing? I have no idea what that is at 4:10. That's really weird. Can you hear that? Somebody's ringing the bells really well. I hope it's not the Grim Reaper. So, I commented to Team Debbie and your wonderful sewer, so just so lovely, all kinds of messages. Oh, a year later as a happy, healthy little boy. Oh, that's lovely. I have a message for Lottie. Lottie was only born last week, and at the moment she's still in intensive care, or she's still in incubator. She's not at home yet, but she will be coming home very soon. But Nana Jill has a message for her, because when little Lottie or Charlotte grows up, Nana Jill is going to teach her how to sew, and I'm a little bit worried about my job, to be honest, because Nana Jill is going to teach her how to do what I do. But I just wanted to say hello to little Lottie, because I know she's not even a week old yet, but when she plays this back, when you're 10 years old, Lottie, when you're 14 years old, when you're 16 years old, when you're 18 years old, when you're as old as I am, whenever Nanny Jill plays this back to you, when you're sewing and you're doing what I do, then I just wanted to say hello, good luck, and well done, you got there. Right. And you'll be using things like this and making things like I'm about to show you, because I want to show you this. This is your secondary project from the Half Yard Club. So this is what I've spent the weekend making. Ever so pleased with it. And it's something that I am definitely going to be using. So this comes out on the 15th. It's got, what is it with the bells? Can you hear that? Now my dog's barking. Something's going on. Somebody's bringing out the dead. So if you remember the Half Yard Club, you will have a secondary project coming out on the 15th. Hello, Jeanette in Texas. That sounds like they're actually in the garden. Tell the bell ringers to go away. It's not Christmas yet. Well, that worked. And this is it. I said it is an epic. There's about 45 steps to this one. There's no video. There's no patterns because it's all squares and rectangles. But I think you're going to find it really useful, particularly if you're a dog walker. So, because you've got a huge pocket on the one side, I'm thinking tennis balls. If we go out with bobbing with any kind of toys, it's normally balls. I didn't laminate this one, but using Eau de Coat would have been a nice idea, because then wet balls can go in there and it's not going to damage the bag. But you can see what's in that side as well, and it's a huge pocket. On this side is it's another really big pocket, and that one fastens with this drawstring, so it's about 4 inches square at the bottom. It's really big. And that, I'm thinking water bottles, Bobbin's water bottles if I'm walking, my water bottles if I'm not. And then here you've got a clasp, so if you've got a clicker or a whistle, or you want to keep your keys on there, it's a good handy place. But because you don't want them dangling and swinging around, particularly if it's keys, that will slip inside the pocket really easily, so you don't actually see what's on the clasp. That's somewhere where you can keep your poo bags and just pull them out as you need them. And then there's a zip pocket on here as well, so I'm thinking security. And the mobile phone, loose change and things like that you can keep in there. On the back, now the handle excuse me, is detachable because there's belt loops here, so you can actually thread that onto a belt and then tie it around your waist. So it makes you know, it's a big bum bag, but that would make it into a bum bag if that's what you wanted to use it for. And you've got another patch pocket on the back as well. And then it fastens with a magnetic clip, and on the inside you've got a zip pocket. That's one of my letterbox zip pockets, so another secure pocket. And then you've got 2 patch pockets on the inside of there as well. So it's absolutely pocket full. It's pocket crazy, but it's not too big. I noticed you said diaper bag. For daddies to carry, Olive, absolutely perfect. It's not girly, feminine and babyish and floral and that kind of thing. And you can make it out of any fabric you like. It's not too big. You know, a lot of nappy bags must cater for a whole pack of nappies. But yes, you can fit a few. The bells again. What on earth is going on in the village today? Gary, if you're watching, Google the bells of the pythons and see what's going on. Love to know. I hope it's happy bells, not sad bells. Anyway, so it's a good size. You could easily carry a few nappies, diapers, wipes, bottles, and anything you need like that. But it's not a massive bag. But if you're walking, if you're travelling, if you're going away on holiday, you need somewhere to keep your passports and water bottles and dog toys, bits and bobs, then that would work out perfectly. So that's your secondary project that's coming out on the Half Yard Club on the 15th. So I just thought you'd like to see that, because it's taken me days to work that one out. They're not quick things, these projects, are they? Pocket a loser. Yeah. It's a great bag for taking on a plane. You can keep lots of bits and bobs in there, probably even a magazine as well. I've used canvas for this one. It's a grey canvas. You could use cotton. No, I've used firm fleece, the firm fleece that we have on the website. I wouldn't use anything too thick, as in Bosal or Decaville, heavy, because it's going to be quite fiddly to turn all the things through, because it's not a huge bag. But the firm fleece is perfect. If you're living in Australia and you can't find anything quite like it, as comments I've had before, or the postage is too much to send over, then I'd use an H640 minimum weight. That would make it a little bit softer than the one that you have here. It uses, if you want to get ahead of the game, without the strap, it uses 1/2 metre of outer fabric. With the strap, you're going to need an extra 4 inches. So if you order a metre, you've got plenty of fabric there. That's a non-directional. That's if you're using a plain fabric. Directional, maybe a little bit more. But if you order a metre of outer fabric, that will be enough. 1/2 metre of lining fabric will be absolutely fine. Then I've used shopboard bias binding and a little bit of netting. And the hardware, there's 2 zips. Those are 9-inch long zips, one for the outside and one for the patch pocket on the inside. And I think we've got D-rings on the website at the moment. I do need to get hold of some of these little clasps for you as well. They're not there at the moment. But there's 3 lobster claw clasps and 2 D-rings and a magnetic snap as well. So just in case you want to get ahead and get all the fabrics ready beforehand. The main thing is the outer and the lining fabric. So again, go for a metre of outer fabric. Canvas is perfect. Denim would work well. You can make it in faux leather. You can easily make it in a cotton if you want to make a pretty print, or if you want to make it for a child and have a novelty print. There's lots of choices there, but yes, you can use that. And I would go for the 1/2 metre piece of the firm fleece while you're there as well. Oh, hi Nancy, how are you? Hi Brenda. Yeah, odd one, isn't it, Brenda? Wasn't expecting that. Could you make a mini gnome as a decoration in a car? That's a nice idea. We're having... oh gosh, excuse me. I don't know when they go. I don't know when they're going to do it, but on the Half Yard Club, we're going to have a little bit of a competition. You decide what the December project's going to be, because I was planning on doing a penguin for Christmas, and then Kim said, "Oh, a polar bear would be nice." I thought, I fancy doing a gnome. Or it could be a Santa Claus. So we're going to do a little bit of competition as to what you would like. So if you want gnomes, then just say that. But that'll be on the Half Yard Club Facebook page nearer the time. Going down there on Tuesday. Got catch-ups and meetings all day long. Gnome, says Lisa. Do you know, I'm going to send you some pictures of my gnomes. I'm working on the gnome book at the moment. It won't be out. Scuba will be fine, Lois, yeah. It won't be out until next Christmas, so don't get too excited yet. But I'm loving. I've done a snowman gnome today. It looks like something out of oh gosh, what was it called? The cat with the big long tall hat, Doctor something. Can't remember anything. That's silly at the moment. Is Gary suffering COVID too? Julie, not like me. I did a test a couple of. Lisa, calm down. Just calm down. We did a test, not last night, the night before, and he was fine, but he tested positive anyway. But he's still, that's him, Dr. Zeus. It's fine. But he's had 3 boosters. I've only had 2. It is Rosina, yeah. Dr. Zeus, yes, Julie Jones, that's it. Oh, Geraldine's birthday today. My first one said, oh no. One of the milestones you don't want to happen. Geraldine, it's one milestone towards acceptance, I suppose. I don't know. Don't discard the milestones. Milestones are good. You're still here. You're still with us. You're still joining in with us, and that's a good thing. The cat was it the cat in the hat? Yeah, Lisa, go and put a wet flannel over your forehead or something. Sarah says she's loving the Half Yard Club, and so is my husband. He can watch this. You can watch his rubbish on TV while you do your Half Yard Club stuff. Christmas table is fun to make. Oh no, I can't tell you yet. I can't tell you about that yet. We're going to be. Oh, who's in? Hang on. Who's in Hungary? Where have you gone? I've lost you. I've got Julie Jones in big letters. Go to oh, you've gone. Eleonora, hello. Welcome along from Hungary. I don't recognise your name. Is it your first time? Welcome along. Lots of people wishing a happy birthday. That's nice. Only tip for making round padded seat pads with ties. Can't find them in the shops. That'd be a oh gosh, I went all high and squeaky then. That'd be a nice project, Sophie. Yeah, Tuesday. Popping off down to my publishers to talk about what we're talking about. Oh, we've got a meeting with the whole team about projects coming up. That's happening on Tuesday with the Half Yard Club. So me and Kim will be going down there, and we'll be having a meeting with all the girls that work on it. There's loads of us work on Half Yard Club, you know. And we'll be discussing projects for the next 6 months. So yes, Laura, the ruler storage thing will be brought up there as well. So if you have any requests or ideas, actually don't message me, because I'm not very good at this at the moment. But if you're a Half Yard Club member and you have an idea for something, if you would message info@halfyardsewingclub.com. We'll be having this meeting on Tuesday, so we'll have a list of what people have requested, to be honest. So we can't necessarily get around to doing everybody's request. We get some really bizarre ones, to be honest. Not going to repeat them here, but some very odd ones. But if there's something that we can do that we think could appeal to all of our members, and remember there's nearly 3,000 of you, then we'll certainly have a chat about that and see what can be done. So if there's anything on your mind, Megan came up with a really good idea. I don't think she's here today, which I don't know whether it'll be Half Yard Club or maybe we'll just do a live, but you're going to need templates. She sent me some pictures of placemats with place settings for Santa and Rudolph for children to leave out on New Year's Eve, and I just thought, having grandchildren of that kind of age that like to leave things out on New Year's Eve, I just thought that was a really lovely idea, so I'd like to do that one. And hello Melody in Missouri. I know, the return of taste and smell is different for everyone. Yeah, I hope it comes back, because it's just weird, Melody, it's just weird at the moment. Pattern storage, a fold with pockets to keep your PDF printouts. That's a nice idea. Email the team, Alice, info@halfyardsewingclub.com. My Fitbit is telling me to get up. My Fitbit is wrong, says Lois. Tell your Fitbit to get up, Lois. Tell your Fitbit to get up and get out. Mine has suggested I stand up and move. It can think again, says Margaret. What's these Fitbits businesses? Your Fitbits telling you what to do. You've got your Fitbits ruling now. Take control of the Fitbits, you two. Tell your Fitbits what to do. The only bag I've ever made is a hobo bag. Oh, a hobo bag's a nice idea. I haven't done hobo bag before. An elf, Lorraine. That's a nice one too. Coasters. Oh, Lorraine wants an elf as well. Sarah Lou wants to make the doll, but the hand sewing bit scares me. I think my doll will end up looking drunk. There's nothing wrong with a drunk-looking doll, Sarah. It's quirky and imaginative and unique. There you go. So I do have some lemon juice there. I don't know if it works. So I'm really pleased with that one. But again, it is a long one. There's over 40 steps to it, so and your cutting instructions are about that long. But it's not actually a difficult one, but I think it's something you're going to find really useful. So that's secondary project for Half Yard Club. Anyway, we've got fabrics. Let me just show you the Lynette Anderson ones first of all, because these are just lovely and they're Christmassy, and I've got a feeling we should have ordered more. So this one is reindeer. The whole collection is called Three Wise Penguins. It actually says on here, although none of the ones we've got have got penguins on them. So the Three Wise Penguins bought a gift, a plum pudding and a star. So there must be somewhere in the collection penguins, but but we can't see them. Do a version of Maddie as you, complete with squint and a bottle of gin. That'd be easy to do, Lisa. Easy for that one. Linda Lou says my Fitbit Smart watch told me to calm down and inhale and exhale. Really? What are you doing? What are you doing with these Fitbits? Are they actually useful? Are they just controlling pieces of electronicry on your wrist? That sounds a bit odd to me. Stick a drop of gin in it. Nurse, a drop gin and honey. Does that work? Anyway, this is a collection And Lynette Anderson's fabric is beautiful. It's lovely quality. I love the designs. I think I told you when we had the first range in, which is almost sold out now actually. We had the representative come here to the house with suitcases full of samples. It was a really nice day, and we saw this collection for the first time, and we just looked at each other and said, "We'll have the lot. We'll have everything, anything she does, we'll just have it. It is beautiful." Couldn't afford quite everything she has, so we did cherry pick our very, very favourites. But there's nothing about this fabric I don't like. Apparently Lynette is very fussy about her colours, and fabrics tend to go backwards and forwards until it's absolutely perfect. But well done her, because these are absolutely beautiful. I bought my husband a Fitbit. You can tell when he's in the pub. Really? Oh, sorry, chatting to each other. I send a recipe to make something to help you feel better. Very all natural stuff. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Does this natural stuff involve juniper berries? Because I've got a feeling that gin is quite natural, to be honest. Rosina had COVID early May, still very forgetful, sudden breathing. Really? Oh, I hope that doesn't carry on. Still got the fatigue. I didn't get up till 9 o'clock this morning. I'm normally up about 6. After half the day's gone, I've got so much work to do. Anyway, Lynette Anderson. So that one is reindeer. This one is star patches. Aren't they gorgeous colours? And you know, together, I don't know that one on its own, but together, they're just beautiful. This one is Plum Pudding Merry Christmas. It's a really lovely collection. And then you've got Blue Holly. So I think they're £8 a metre, half a metre, sorry. If you have a look on the website and go to new arrivals, they're all on there then. Looks like, oh, Lisa. So that, yeah, they're all on the new arrivals, and they will be under the obviously the fabric section as well. They might even be under the feature pages. No. I know, Sarah. I thought I was doing quite. You should have heard me yesterday. Should have heard me the day before. Should have heard me on Saturday. So you're not doing too bad today. The reindeer fabric, the red as a lining. That would make a really nice bag, April. Yeah. Anne-Marie Horner fabric is beautiful. Is it? I don't know that one, Lorraine. Kim's not watching at the moment. She's down the gym. So I shall suggest that we have a look at that. Sheila says, sorry I'm late. Dead on 4 o'clock, one of the cats decided to upturn her litter tray. Oh, nice. Cats do some lovely things, don't they? They do lovely things around your home. Tracy's all out of sorts. Had a steroid injection in her knee. Oh, I forgot. I've never done that before. Oh, don't worry, Tracy. Oh, yeah, Kim's quarter skirt, Deirdre, it was so nice. And you know, she just, she takes herself off. She has a little studio now, which is next to my studio here. So, but she's got the nice one. I've got the wooden shed. She's got the stone building. I know. And she took herself off in there when she was up last week. She won't come up this week because she's going to catch this, isn't she? So she took herself off and came out wearing this skirt. And it was fully lined, quilted, invisible zip. And she just went in there and got on with it and did it. And I was so proud of her. Very proud. Kim's new fabric range, by the way, is on pre-order on the website. And we do still have some left on the pre-orders. It's been really popular. Do you know that's the I'll show you the quilt on Saturday. I haven't caught up with her yet. She's made the most amazing quilt. I showed you last week, didn't I? And I want to bring it back here and show you, and hopefully things will be all right by Saturday, so I can go and get it and I shall show it to you. But do you know, I'm more excited about Kim's fabric than I am about mine. I just think it's wonderful. Yeah, and she makes herself something every week. She's got no room to store all of these clothes that she's making at the moment. What are you wearing? Oh no, I haven't made this. This is a I don't know, Marks and Spencer's or something. Who is that, Brenda? But thank you very much. I don't get time to dressmake these days very much. Although I'm going to make a child's dress. Oh, can you show us the Madison bag? Oh yes, because whizzing backwards. Could get up, not going to. Hello. What? Something obviously needs adjusting.
You need adjusting.
Why do I need adjusting?
It looks like a bulb's not working. You're a bit dark.
I'm a bit dark, apparently. What was the bells thing going on out there?
I don't know.
They were very loud. It sounded like the Grim Reaper was coming around. I was a bit worried. And then you walked through the door all dressed in black with your scythe. Am I bright enough yet?
Shut up and get on with it.
Go on, talking to me mates. That's it. We do have some left on the website. I got all the stock back from Crate and Craft. I'm having that back now, and that's it. That's a Madison bag. So the kit, which is $39.99, will include the jungle fabric. I've only got this one print available, and there will be enough to make a little purse as well, because it's 150 centimetres wide. It's quite a wide one. So you will have, let me show you up here, the canvas fabric for the top. There's black canvas fabric for the bottom. The handle obviously is included, which has 2 kiss clasps at the side, so that's how it opens and closes. There'll be a red fabric for the lining and a chain for the strap, and it's a rope chain, but it's a really nice strong one. And you will have a packet of Debbie Shaw branded Bosal fusible foam, and the embroidery thread will be included in the kit as well. So it really is everything that you need, apart from, of course, your thread and your scissors and sewing machine and all that kind of malarkey. But you don't need to go out and buy anything extra to make it. Those are all included in the kit, and it's a nice size as well. I'm glad you asked us to see that, because it's not a little handbag, it's quite a big bag. There are no pockets on the inside of this one, but you do have plenty of fabric from the lining as well, because that's 150 centimetres wide, to put some patch pockets or a zip or whatever you wanted to on the inside as well. And because these handles are detachable, if you wanted to get a couple of lobster claw clasps and make a fabric handle, then you can do that as well. If you think the rope looks a little bit too evening, then you can make a fabric handle if you wanted to make it a little bit daytime as well. I was telling you, wasn't I? I was telling you before we got Madisoned and Grim Reapered. I'm doing a one-day special on Create and Craft next weekend on the 14th and 15th, which will be on the Saturday night, 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock, I think, and on the Sunday will be 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, I think. I've not done one before, and it's Tilda. So I just thought we'd do something a little bit different, because I don't tend to do too much dressmaking on Create and Craft, so I thought we would. So I've brought in some dressmaking patterns which will be on the website, and one of them is a little girl's dress, so we will be making a little girl's dress. I will do a video for YouTube when I'm sounding a little bit more human, and on how to make the dress. So we'll go through the whole thing from start to finish on YouTube, because I won't get time to show you all of those details on Create and Craft. But yes, dressmaking. So I don't do an awful lot. Well, I don't do any for me. Don't have time. But that is something that I thought you might be interested in. So that'll be coming up. Hopefully, when can I do the video? I'll do the video early next week. Hopefully when all this is gone. Have I been on cough mixture this 8 turns you funny? I wish that's all it was, Sarah. Talking about fabric collections, what do you think that design a wrapper? I thought about it, Mary, maybe a panel. I can't see any of the big manufacturers taking Maddie and Robin on board, because it's quite niche, because it's just half yard club. But I could do something with a panel for them. Panels tend to be a little bit more expensive because they're printed in the UK, and we have to employ a designer to digitize images and things like that. So, and they tend to be small quantities, but we could maybe do that. Yeah. I'd love to make the dress. Never tried it before. It's quite. I should have brought the pattern down actually, Maud. It's quite a pretty dress. It's got long or short sleeves. I'm doing a short sleeve version. It's got puff sleeves and a frilled collar and a frilled waist. So it's quite a simple one. I'm just going to make a little one for a 3-year-old because I've only got half a metre of each of the fabrics they've sent me. So I've only got small amounts to make. But maybe we can go through, when I go through on the video, there'll be techniques on applying bias binding, and I don't know whether to do an invisible zip or a regular zip, because what I did find when I went through the pattern last night, that on the packet, when it tells you the notions to buy, it tells you to buy an invisible zip, but on the instructions it's instructions for a regular zip. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that makes mistakes like that. Big companies like Simplicity do too. Sue, if you're watching, sorry, outed you. I'll drop you an email. It's soggy in Northwell. Oh, we got drenched this morning, Nikki. I think it's quite nice out there at the moment, but I took Bobbin out we normally go about this time actually, but we went out quite early because it was such a lovely day. Got halfway around the woods and the heavens open. It was so windy. So it's like rain coming at you from this direction instead of that direction. So I had to put Bobbin on the lead because she can actually run all the way home. There's no gates or anything to stop her. She could go all the way home, and she would have done. She was terrified. But she's so strong. I'm basically skiing in my slippers all the way back down like this, trying to hold her back. But yes, a patchwork bag. I've just made actually a patchwork bag, Lorraine, using, I don't know what it was called. You know, I haven't got it here. The Seminole patchwork quilt that Melissa designed for the Half Yard Club last year. I used one of the panels in that. In the centre of a patchwork bag in my new fabric for some of the samples that are going to Houston in a couple of weeks. I can't even show you that yet. Rosina, have you asked me for that pattern? I can't remember. There are a couple of people that had patterns missing from the Half Yard Club. From Crate and Craft orders. I don't know why. If you've emailed me already, it's on its way. The post has been out today. Do bear in mind that we have strikes on all over the place, so it might not be as quickly as I'd like, but I have taken all of those posts out today. I'll check when I get back. But if you haven't got it yet, give me a kit. You did email me. It'll be on its way then, Rosina. It will be in the post. Definitely sent out. I love a fabric that looks like a basket, so you can make into a fabric basket. That is a nice idea. Elaine made the tie top tray, which worked out just great. Oh, this one, lovely. Decided to make a diddy one using a 6-inch square of Bosal. Could you recommend anything other than the Bosal? It was a challenge to sew. The firm fleece that we've got on the website is really good. It's that's what this is made out of. I don't actually have any down here. It's the same thickness as H640, H630, that kind of, no more than quarter of an inch. It's thinner than Bosal, than the Bosal foam, but it's firm. It's firmer than H640 would be. So that would be a nice one to try for that. Or H640 if you've got it, but I think that would make it quite soft. I'd go for a firm fleece or the Bosal, as you said. Off you go then, Leanna. I'll see you again next week if you can't make it on Saturday. It's nice to have your company today. Yes, and do check that one. I don't know why theirs were missing the pattern, but there has been a couple of them. Yes, Helene, this is, sorry, I did take you through this. I shan't do it all over again. That's your secondary project from the Half Yard Club. I'm so pleased with it. It's taken me quite a few days to work all the measurements and everything out. But it's a bag that is absolutely full of pockets on the outside, on the inside, and even somewhere to keep your keys and a little pocket underneath it to keep them hidden. There you go, that just slips inside there. With a detachable strap. And if you take the strap off, you can put a belt through these two belt loops at the back, so you can wear it on your hip, or you can wear it as a bum bag if you prefer to, to wear it then, keep your hands free if you wanted to. Hi, Jane. Oh, thank you. Not a lot, Jenna, but still here, not complaining. Valiseline Style Fix is good too. Rosina, I don't know that one. I must try some of these different ones. I intend to try what I've got. Do you make 12s of the bags whilst working out measurements? No, Lisa, I just go for it. I don't make a plan, I don't make a trial, I don't cut it out in paper, I just go for it. So if it turns out wrong, I have to do it all over again. Rarely turns out wrong, to be honest, but no, I just literally cut it. I've got in my mind the way that it's going to work, and it normally does. I've got some more fabrics to show you. And April's just ordered the Madison bag kit, new to bag making. It's actually quite a simple bag. What I would recommend, I'll just show you on this one. It's a sew-in frame. So in other words, it's got holes around it, all right? I tend to do both glue and sew it in. I just find it easier to do it that way. So I would use my Gutermann HT2 glue, which is perfect for bag making because there is no way that this bag is coming out the frame when it's glued in. And when you put in the frame in, I glue, there's two ways you can do this, okay? What I've done with this one, and I know I've done that because you can't see any stitches on the inside around here. So I thread the embroidery thread through the frame first. So thread that through when it's on its own. The idea is with these that you thread in one way and then go back again, so you fill in all of the gaps and you get a straight line. But I like the look of it stitched, but it does mean that you've got an extra hole at one end. Okay, so just to let you know, because that's not the way that it's been designed, but you're never going to see that because it's hidden inside there. So I like to sew all the way across and then glue, and I shove the glue first of all into this bit, so just into the curve, and then push this bit inside and leave it to dry. It may take a while, but leave it to dry. And then I'll do one side down to the bottom of the frame, push it in, leave it to dry. So it's quite time consuming, but it just means that you're getting everything. If you try to do the whole lot all in one go, it's going to pop out. It won't be easy to do that way. I tend to just do it in sections like that, so it'll take 6 sections to do that all together. So this is just glued on its own, it's not sewn. If you don't want to glue, then start sewing from the centre. So I think that's what it says in the instructions as well. So you'll take your needle up through the back with a knot in the back and pull the knot underneath the frame and come out in the centre. And then just do a few stitches at a time. Another tip for you would be to take some old embroidery thread, something that you're not going to use, and literally wrap it all the way around before you start to sew. It's like a tacking stitch or a basting stitch to hold that in place before you start to sew. So again, it seems time consuming, but this is the most striking part of the whole thing is the frame, so it's really important that you get it looking good. Now when you start to sew through here and through the fabric, you're going to at some point see some of the thread coming out the back. It can't be helped, don't worry about it, doesn't matter, that's going to happen. You can kind of tuck that back underneath the frame and hide that as much as you can. But people are going to see this from the outside, not the inside. It's going to, the changes, I don't know why that came off there, just came off. That just clips on there. So as long as it looks nice on the inside, I wouldn't worry what it looks like on the inside at all. Jane, I could do a tutorial. I'll see how many I've got left. If we're sold out, I'm going to get people saying, well, I want to make that and I haven't got any frames left. So I'll see how many we've got left and see if I can do that. Facebook and YouTube are out of sync by about 20 seconds. Weird, isn't it? And from me, everything's about 25-30 seconds behind. Oh, hello Alicia, and bye. Alicia in Mexico, see you again next time. Where are we? It's 4:45, I haven't even made anything. Claire's going to watch back later. I haven't really done anything, Claire, today, apart from show you some fabric. We'll do a project on Saturday. I don't know what, but we'll do something on Saturday to make up for it. Is there one? I'm sure I've done that, Amanda. I don't know where it is. So I have made a video, but I don't know where it is. 29 seconds for Denise. Andrew made October's block of the month today, the ho-hos, and oh lovely, I'll put pictures, won't you, on the Half Yard Club page. Baby gnome. Got some more fabrics. This one is called Poppy Cotton Gingham Picnic, I think. And it's not part of any particular collection. We just bought it because it goes so well with everything. So it's Christmassy, but it's spring-like as well. It just makes a really nice kind of blend of fabric. It's perfect on its own. It'll make a nice trim. That works really well, actually, doesn't it? It's not part of the collection, but the quality's there as well. Love You to the Moon and Back is the range. Gingham Picnic is this particular one. We've only got the one from it, and it's as nice a quality as the Lisette Anderton, and it goes really well with it, with all of them actually. I think it also goes really well with Kim's next fabric collection, with maybe one of the reasons why we've got it here. I'm not saying anything, but you know, perks of the job and all that. But it would also make really nice binding. You know, if you're only going to use a small section, even if you're cutting it diagonally so it's on the bias, just a trim made out of that. You imagine you've got maybe a bag or a collar, do dressmaking, and you just wanted to add a little trim to the bottom of it. It just works really well, but lovely quality, and it's something I think that you're going to use a lot. Right, that's that. Then we've got a couple of really rather glamorous foiled oriental fabrics for you as well. So this one is Herons in black. This is so elegant. So I'm thinking here, cushion covers, wouldn't that look fantastic? Maybe if you had some gold tassels or a trim around that, or an evening bag. H64. Have we not got Claire? Have we not got H640 on the website? Because we have it. It came in the other day. It will be back in stock at the end of this show. Thank you for pointing that out. Julie's babysitting my budgie. He's poorly too. Oh, he's on vitamins. Oh, his name's Blue. Oh, Olive's coming home on Saturday. We'll have to catch up. Oh, I'll be fine, Olive. I've got gnomes to make, you know. It would make a lovely bag. Actually, wouldn't that make a really nice Madison, wouldn't it? Imagine that with that frame. That would be amazing. I don't have the frames on their own at the moment. Oh, why didn't I do that? Oh, now look, Olive, what you're doing. That goes so well. And you don't, just because it's got a different coloured base, you don't have to do that. You can make it all in one fabric. Look what I've done there. Oh, Olive, now look. Need to get some more frames and make bags out of that. That is amazing. I haven't got any of these frames on their own. They come from the Far East, so they take ages to get here. I'll see if Kim can order some, but that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Tell you what else with this. That's Herons in black. Tell you what else would look really nice. Would be the Peacocks in red. Look at this one. Oh, that goes really nicely as well. Look, they just match the frame perfectly. But again, I'm thinking cushion covers are 100% cotton, 112 centimetres wide. But they've got this really lovely, delicate foiling on them. It just kind of outlines the design. It's really pretty. And it's oh yes, the kimono, Laura, would be amazing. Half Yard Club kimono would be beautiful. But look at all the colours on this though. And you've got the peacocks and the tail feathers and the flowers, the black background. The black background really works, doesn't it? You don't see very much of it. But it makes all of the colours just pop, doesn't it? Yes, they're both cotton, Amanda. They've got heavy printing on them, so they're a nice, you know, they're a good heavy quality of cotton. They're really beautiful. Oh, what are you going to make with it? Lisa's not going to make anything. She buys it and strokes it. No, it wouldn't be too thick for a kimono. It's a really nice weight for anything like that. It's not like a canvas weight. That would make a perfect kimono. That would be beautiful. Oh, I'm glad you like that. A heron would like, oh yes, Laura says, sorry. Yeah, I think kimonos is the way to go with these, isn't it? So if it's the reversible one you're going to make, maybe just a plain black on the other side. Angel will be placing an order. Is it Lisa Chandler fabric? No, not this one. I don't know whose it is actually. Is it? No, it's just Japanese fabric. Made in Japan. With Japanese writing on the selvage. Beautiful though, isn't it? So what are you going to be making? What are you going to be making? A ruffled skirt, that'd be nice as well. A caftan would be lovely. Very posh. We like to have a little posh fabric every now and again, June. Lampshade, that'd be, oh yes, the lampshades would be lovely, Lorraine. I don't know about heat resistant fabrics. Whenever I've seen lampshade tutorials before, or fabrics that are recommended for lampshade, they don't take that into account. I don't think it really matters too much as long as you don't have light bulbs that are too hot. April says the peacock is a Chinese style top with a mandarin collar would look lovely. I think that's a lovely idea, April. And those are my gingerbread houses. I made them in Alive, made one in Alive, and there will be instructions and patterns as a download nearer Christmas on the website. Kim's working on those at the moment. I can't remember, Denise, how much fabric for a kimono. Lisa, how much fabric do you need for a kimono? Because you made loads of them. Depends what size you're going to make, I suppose. If you're a Half Yard Club member, have a look on the Half Yard Club. I think it's still on there. And it should tell you, but maybe a couple of metres would be all right. Can you show us the storage pyramid? I certainly can. They don't get very hot, do they, Lois? I think we'll be fine. You can see all my wiring sticking out there, look. This is the pyramid pouch. So this was his secondary project on the Half Yard Club from last month. So let me move this gorgeous fabric out of the way. Aren't you glad you're still watching to see that? Normally show you fabrics right at the beginning. Still got one more to show you. There we go. So we have patch pockets on the outside. When you open it up, there's a zip pocket here. So that's somewhere that you can maybe keep a packet of pins. I'm having that back, I keep losing pins. And then on this side, there's somewhere to keep maybe scissors and pens in that pocket with the drawstring section in the centre. So I made it to store sewing bits and bobs, but it could be makeup or art things. So yeah, so that was your secondary project for next month. Yeah, Denise saying I'm sure it's still on Half Yard Club. Oh, thank you, Laura. Laura knows more about what's on Half Yard Club than I do. I do the projects. I don't tend to look at anything apart from the Ask a Member pages, and that seems to be taking care of itself. Maddie's and Beggars on YouTube in the brown seashell fabric, but I can't see a day. Tracy, thank you. So maybe if you go onto my YouTube channel and look for I'll just type in Madison into the search bar, then maybe that'll pop up. I'll have a look after. If I cut up some onions and place them in dishes throughout the house, they'll soak up the germs and bacteria from your cold. Does that work for COVID, Stephanie, too? Well, at least I wouldn't be able to smell them. I'd give that a go. One more fabric. And I put some perfume on earlier just to see if I could smell anything. Probably stink. Oh, I don't know. This one is beautiful. It's the 12 Days of Christmas. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, it's not a panel. It is fabric, but we are going to try and cut at the top of each one of those, so you should be able to use all of the squares. So you shouldn't have a piece of fabric that's cut halfway through. It just means that this is 60 centimetres wide, so it's a little bit more than the ½ metre that we normally sell it by. Connie's looking for The denim fabric was the apron bag. Only got half. Is that only half a metre left? I don't know offhand. I shall be down in the office again tomorrow, hopefully. If I'm not there, Kim will be there. We'll have a look, Connie, and let you know if that's okay. I'll have a look. Laura says she could go on Mastermind and have a specialist subject of half-yard sewing club. Can you imagine that? It worked in the household during the Spanish flu. It kept all members from having it. Oh, Stephanie, right, okay. I could do that. It's not like we're having visitors or anything at the moment. We can have the house stinking of onions. I'd do anything if it worked. Anyway, people are worse than me. So, I like the sizes of these as well. I don't know. What would you use each one of those individually for? You could make gift tags out of them, I suppose, couldn't it? Can anybody remember all of the... I'm not going to sing it to you, I'm not going to go through them all, but it's one of those things where these songs come out every year and there's always one that you can't remember. Everybody knows 5 golden rings, 3 fentrons, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. It tends to be the 9 drummers drumming and the 12 lords are leaping that nobody remembers. Who are these lords who were leaping? Where did this come from? You never get talking about things like this when you say something. You think, why did that happen? Who are those lords and why were they leaping? And the 8 maids are milking. That's fine. 11 ladies dancing. 10 pipers piping. 9 drummers drumming. But why were the lords leaping? They're leaping over a river there, by the look. Have a look at that, look. They seem to be leaping over a river. Is there a story behind the lords are leaping over a river, or were they not leaping over anything at all? Flying there. Anyway. Oh, Robbie bought the 12 Days of Christmas last year and made toasters. That's a nice idea. For a sore throat, chop a white onion, 2 spoonfuls of honey, cover with cling film and leave unrefrigerated. Honey draws out the onion liquid, take a couple of teaspoons at a time. You just want me to have really, really smelly breath, don't you, Lisa? Where's the gin in all this? Nancy's got an info on avocados for arthritis, but don't throw away seed per my doctor. Oh, really? Oh, send that to me, Naz. I do have an avocado every day, and it does. I think it helps anyway. The lords are probably drunk. That's probably right, Lois. Absolutely right. Oh, padded Christmas decorations. That's a nice idea, Jan. Tracy says she loves this little social club. It is like that, isn't it, Tracy? It is like a little social club. That's why I didn't want to not be here today, because it's not about me. There's so many of you that that talk to each other, and I love the conversations that go on here as well. I think there's a lot of friends that have been made on these little lives. So I loved kind of joining into your conversations as well. I think a lot of you would miss it if we weren't here. Drawstring bags and add 1 square to each. That's a nice idea. That your fabric would go such a long way if you did that, Lorraine. That's upside down, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What's 6 times 15? You get 6 times 15 labels on there if that's what you're going to be making. Can't work that one out at the moment. Petra says it has to be whiskey, honey and lemon, or just the whiskey. Oh, hi Petra. Went to school with Petra. Aren't we old? Or just I can't do just anything. I can't do whiskey. No. Can't do just gin. I imagine I could do just anything at the moment because I can't taste anything. I could be drinking anything. Anything. Can you do a folded style Christmas tree ornament? That's a nice idea. Made using a polystyrene ball. If you've got a picture, Jane, send it to me. We'll have a look what we can do. 90. Thank you. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Betty. Everybody, quicker than me. You've all got your calculators out, haven't you? I couldn't do that one in my head. The Lords are Leaping is to do the 10 Commandments, is it, Rosina? Which commandment is that one then? Oh, I'm going to have to do a little bit of research into this one now, aren't I? Yeah, it is. Carol did test. Yep, that is definitely it. Can't taste anything, can't smell anything. But everything else, do you want to pry? No, you don't, Amanda, you don't. Everything else seems to be getting better, so we're okay. We're okay. Just not seeing anybody. My daughter doesn't want to come to see me. My son's on holiday. So it's a lonely life. Stephanie says, take a woolen sock, soak it in water and wrap it around your neck and cover it with a towel. No, Stephanie, you just want me to look a fool. You want me to go walking around the village wearing a soggy sock around my neck and the neighbours going, I'd try anything if it worked, to be honest. You can have a gold star, Amanda. How's that? I'm not sending you one, though. You're going to have to make your own. Okay. Sorry, I'm a bit behind on YouTube at the moment. Oh, way behind on YouTube. With the peacock fabric, which plain colour fabric would you use? Oh, Denise. Oh, gosh. I drew so many colours in here you could choose. Let's have a look. Excuse me. So, I think the pomegranate would look really nice. Purple would look good. Lilac would work. Oh, greens, I don't know, but quite specific on the greens. Maybe a bottle green would go really well with that one. We've got a burgundy, which would match as well. Black would look stunning with that one. Maybe tan. No, I think tan would be a little bit dull. I think you need to go for one of the bright colours. You need to have a look down in the office. You need to take it down with me. And yes, Anna, have. Thank you. Comes Christmas bunting is quite. That's a nice idea, Lorraine, as well. The 12 Days of Christmas correspondence book is very funny. I didn't know there was one. It draws out the heat in your sore throat. Oh, okay. I've actually got a sore throat though, Melanie. I love all your remedies though. Oh, I see you, Anne. Thank you. Might have some work for you soon. Be in touch. Oh, I was going to tell you about next year's. No, I was going to show you this. Honestly, what's it like? We have back in stock the buttonhole cutters. And these, if you don't have a buttonhole cutter and you're a dressmaker, you need a buttonhole cutter. They give you really, really accurate cuts to your buttonholes. It's got a nice soft grip handle. You may also need one of these, which we don't sell. So you put your chisel in the buttonhole and give it a tap and you get a really nice, clean cut. Far better than you would ever do if you were using a pair of scissors or a quick and pick to do that. Just really, really useful. What you also find as well, I don't know whether it's designed to do that, because it's kind of angled on both sides. You see that? If it was zoom right up. It almost kind of seals the fabric on each side of the cut. Oh, that's a good idea, Sheila. So it helps to stop fraying as well. And if you've got a bigger buttonhole than this, you just kind of tap it a few times in a row with your little hammer. But those are back in stock for you as well. And the other thing I want to show you is these pins. We've got white head glass head pins and black glass head pins, all in a nice little glass pot as well. We're going to be getting lots more kind of Christmas gift ideas in for you as well. And oh, we've got these back as well. We've got the Christmas ribbons. So it's a bag of 50 metres of assorted Christmas ribbons. Not all Christmassy, to be honest. I mean, that red spot isn't necessarily for Christmas, but all in Christmas colours, in the red, white and green. A little bit of cord in there as well. So your contents may vary, but they will all be Christmassy themed. But 50 metres is an awful lot of fabric, an awful lot of ribbon. We do have some of the spring collections ones of those left as well. So if you just type ribbon into the search bar on the website, then it should come up with those. But we've just had a really big delivery of these because last year they were so popular. just for tying up bags. There's bits of organza, you've got grosgrain, you've got gingham, you've got printed, you've got plains, there's all kinds of stuff in there. So if you're making lots of drawstring bags, as we should be for Christmas this year, so we're not using paper. These are all of the colours that are in there. Oh, look, I'm zooming in. Give it a minute just to focus, bear with me. What I'll do, I'll take these down to the office tomorrow if I'm allowed, and we'll have a look through the different fabrics that we have down there, the plain ones, and see what goes with it, because I think we will need some kind of plain to offset that. But if all else fails, then black with either of those would look absolutely amazing. Talking to each other. Yeah, it is nice, isn't it? Delcy, what's your name? To have the glass, it's just nice quality. And if you are giving those as a gift, if you're a sewer, as you know, you can never have too many pins. I do have a very fancy hammer, Deirdre, and it even unscrews. So in this end, it's got a screwdriver. I know. And then on this end, it's got a little screwdriver. And inside here, it's got an even small. We ought to sell these, hadn't we? It's like a Russian mummy doll of screwdrivers. I only use it for bashing stuff with. But yeah, it's like that. I don't know where that came from. It's probably Amazon or something. The only thing is, when you keep bashing with it, because I use it for grommets, it does start coming unscrewed and it goes all a little bit crazy. But I only bought it because it's got flowers on. Do you want to have a look? There you go, flowery hammer. If I can find out where we can buy them from to get them on the website, we shall have flowery hammers on the website. But it's kind of like a little person, isn't it? Hello. Anne loves the hammer. Oh, June wants a hammer. Can you sell the hammers? I need to find hammers now, don't I? We're going into the DIY business. Eileen's got a pink one. Thank you, Rosina. I don't know if I can. I get bored if I'm resting. It is Jill. It is the Russian doll of hammers. So anyway, I should go really. You'd buy one for eyelets. That's all I use that one for normally. Alice is eyelets. I did one on YouTube apparently. I need to find out where I can get hammers from now, don't I? Okay, I'm going to bob off. I'm still writing my gnome book. I was doing the snowman note. What else have we got on? So next, I shall be with you on Saturday. We'll make something because it will all be fine, and I'll be feeling up to it then. So that's that'll be fine. So we'll make something, but I don't know what. So if you've got any ideas, let me know. And then next weekend is Crate and Craft Tilda, that's 14th and 15th. And then 16th, 14th, 15th, I think that's right. And then 16th and 17th, they got me presented on Crate and Craft again. I don't know who's off ill. They only drag me in when they can't get anybody else, so that'll be fun, doing papercraft again. And then with them, I'm back again on the 30th of October with Kim's fabric range. I'm hoping we're going to get it in before then. Because they haven't got an exclusive, so as soon as Kim's foraging in the forest, that's not what it's called, is it? Fabric comes in, we'll have that. We'll have that on the website. It is on pre-order, remember. So if you wanted to order it, a tissue box cover. That's a good idea. I've got my tissue box, Alice. I did do a tissue box cover. Maybe we'll come up with a better idea for one. I'll see if I can come up with something a little bit different for a tissue box cover. That would be a nice idea. Just really quickly, while I've been rescuing stock back from Create and Craft, not going to go into too much detail because you have seen these before, but I do have now on the Debbie Shaw Sewing website all of the stock of the rainbow birds. So we have that panel now in stock. They make really nice placemats and everything, those ones. We have the Christmas robins. which was this one. They're £17.99. They're huge. These are all made with my watercolour paintings. So that's a nice one again for placemats or gift bags or stuff like that. We have 2 of them. We've got the hedgerow panels on their own, which we didn't do on Create and Craft, but these are now exclusively on the website. So those are in stock. We may be doing those on Create and Craft at the end of the month, but they will be the same price. Whatever it is, I can't remember. And we do have the Robins on Bobbins panel. This is a massive one. It's nice to show you every now and again, because you don't get an idea by looking at a picture how big these actually are. And that is a massive panel. Plenty enough in there to make I'm going to have to fold all these up again later to make, that's all on the floor, the baby bag from the Half Yard Sewing Club website. If you do different front and back, there's plenty of fabric in that to make all of that one. So now I've made such a big mess, I'm going to have to go and fold up. I'm going to go. So nice to have your company. Could you use a walking foot or a Teflon foot when sewing faux leather? Yes. Either. If you haven't got a walking foot, don't go out and buy one. Buy a Teflon foot instead. They're a lot easier to fit and a lot more affordable. But yes, you will need one. Only if you're top stitching it. To be honest, if you're sewing it right sides together, it's cotton on the back, so you don't need to use a Teflon foot then. But if you're top stitching, yes, you will do, because it'll cause friction underneath the presser foot and it'll drag a little bit. So you can get away with that one, depends how you're going to use it. Okay, so I shall just catch up with everybody over here. Bear with me a second. And I shall see you on Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning, if that's okay. And we'll do a tissue box cover. And already, I can't remember who said that, but thank you for the suggestion. We'll do that one. Thank you, sir. I'll be fine, be fine. That's been nice, hasn't it? We've been here for I haven't done anything. We've been here for over an hour. You're going to have to watch me fold this up now, because I've got a whizzy thing on my computer and I can't actually switch you off. I'm stuck with you now. Can you imagine? I'll just be there all the time. You go and have your tea and I'll be there. Go and watch TV in the evening. I'll come and join you. I can do it in just a minute. I'll be like your Fitbit. Can you turn over? I didn't want to watch this one. By the time you got up and moved around. Keep breathing properly. What else do they do, these Fitbits? I thought that was so funny. You've got a machine on your wrist telling you what to do. Oh, here we go. I can do it now. Right. I can't do it now. I can't switch you off. You're just there forever. And carry on folding. So I shall see you on Saturday. Thank you for joining me today. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye.